All right, peace family. It's your bro Kimani tapping in another video. If you are a hip hop fan, a music fan, a fan of music from the time of 2006, 2007 to like 2013, 2015, you was probably curious to know why Lil Wayne was not chosen to headline the Super Bowl this year or next year for 2025. And apparently, Cam and Mace, they did their podcast or whatever, and I'm gonna play a clip of it real quick, and it just talked about how what I'm saying. Basically, I'm gonna play it right now.
And listen, I love Kendrick Lamar. I love the pop up. I think he's one of the top artists of this generation. Period. Hate the selection. It's in New Orleans. You don't get Little Wayne. You That's what we doing. Listen, you don't get Little Wayne in New Orleans for the
Hot
Super Bowl.
boys.
Not just Hot Boys, Cash Money. All the songs Little Wayne's done, whether it's Blink 182, there's no reason why Little Wayne should not be performing in the Super Bowl. It's one person who's stopping this. I know, it's not really a secret. Little Wayne had a problem with somebody before who's kind of part of the organization running it. This is payback. Who's that? Who's Little Wayne artist? Drake.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not. This is this.
So to talk about how basically what I'm saying, the reason why Lil Wayne really wasn't chosen to headline was some politics, some behind the scenes stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he had issues with it. They didn't want to say who it was, but he said a certain artist, right? And I think we all know who that artist is, and we all know who he's talking about because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, Rockefeller and Jay Z is the head of what I'm saying, music for the NFL right now. What's ironic is this is the same person, Jay Z, that told all rappers to boycott the NFL and don't perform at the halftime show. And he went and after he did that, and what I'm saying, the artists were messing with the NFL, whatever the case may be. Then he go and sign a deal with the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So I actually like Jay Z. You know what I'm saying? I respect Jay Z. Yes, he's done music with some of my favorite artists, stuff like that, and I like his music overall. And I like what he stands for. You know, he's a businessman and stuff like that. He's coming around in his latter years. He's like over like 40, 50 years old now. So he's come around to like be a an artist that has done a lot of good. You know what I'm saying? However, just because people do good, because people always holler and people keep saying that, well, why would Jay Z, try to stop Wayne from performing at the Super Bowl if he paid for his taxes? We don't know why he did that. We don't know what type of motive he had behind doing that. We don't know if he was just doing a good deed. But we don't know. We don't people hold on to things. People remember things. He may have done that, but he also may have been like, okay, cool. I'm gonna pay for your taxes. I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna be, but I ain't forget that this happened because Jay Z and Wayne had a back and forth at one point, and not only that, but an even bigger issue is, or not even bigger, but another issue is Drake and Jay has also had issues. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, Drake could have signed with Tidal when Jay Z was doing his own music streaming service, and he ended up signing with Apple Music. And you know what I'm saying? I think Jay even mentioned him in the song. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to sign with other people to pretend like they're bigger than me or something like that. It's in one of the songs that he did, I think, with Beyonce on their album, their joint album, and he was pretty much talking about Drake because Drake did not want to sign with Tidal. He signed with Apple instead. It got that big, I think, $500 million dollar deal with Apple. But it's very, very unfortunate because if you're a hip hop fan, music fan, a fan of good music, you know what I'm saying, or just a fan of good hip hop, that was a no brainer. You know what I'm saying. You want to see Wayne perform on that stage because at the end of the day, he's put in 20 years in the game. He's still here. You know what I'm saying. We see how rappers dying all the time. Rich Homie Quan just died recently. It's like, why would you not want to get this man his flowers, allow this man to perform on a bigger stage, cement his legacy even more, and knowing that obviously Jay Z had that type of control to pick Lil Wayne to be that artist. And you can't say it's because he's not relevant anymore, because there's people that performed in the Super Bowl that wasn't that relevant. Like J Lo performed, Rihanna performed before, The Weeknd performed before. These people hasn't always been relevant for their whole career. They got a fan base. They've put hits out there. They've done the work. So if you're trying to say The Weeknd deserves to perform on the Super Bowl more than Lil Wayne, that's just crazy to me. Or even like I think whoever else performed, like Wayne is one of those legends in hip hop. Everybody knows that he's impacted the game so much. So to see people try to skip over his greatness because of politics, that's just how the world goes, man. It's politics in business. It's politics in the music industry. It's politics at your job. It's politics in your family, in your household, you know what I'm saying, in your family tree. Like it's politics in so many avenues and everywhere. So it's just like it's sickening to know. And it's like I seen Wayne manager come out and say how he was disappointed, angry, confused, frustrated, whatever he said, but inspired. He never wants to let anybody have that kind of control over them being able to get into a position or something like that. So what I want to say on that is like that's powerful because at the end of the day, like if you were if you was in power, if you could actually control and dictate your own outcome and where you get placed or how people look at you or whatever, you know what I'm saying, most people will put themselves in a high regard. However, what happens is typically is most people don't have that level of access to put themselves in those places. So they end up have to rely on other people to vouch for them or to to choose them or make the right decision or make the right choice. When at the end of the day, they could be well deserving of whatever it is, but it's just the simple fact that they're relying on someone else to make the decision to validate themselves to go and do whatever it is. But they're already validated. But if you have the power, if you're someone that put the work in and you also got your business affairs in order and you at a certain stature in the game or stature in life, because it don't have to, this is a lesson that is not only just for the music people or artists, stuff like that. It's a message for people in real life. You know what I'm saying? If you boss up to a level in your career or your life where you have ultimate leverage on a lot of different levels, you can start, pulling shots, pulling certain moves and making things happen that other people probably can't do. But tell me what y'all think about this down below. I think it was very unfortunate to find out later on, but I figured that it has something deeper at play because it didn't seem right, you know what I'm saying, to me as a fan of music. I really was thinking that ain't no way he don't perform because he deserves it. He's been talking about it and obviously he wants it. And he just and he's capable of doing so. It'd be different if he's like, super old or like, even that's not even the case because they had Snoop Dogg and they had the whole when it was in LA, they had all the little LA people come out and they was super old. They're older than Lil Wayne, so it's like it ain't even about age at this point. It's really just about certain people making certain decisions and people not choosing Wayne for obvious reasons or for certain reasons, and it just kind of boils down to politics, you know. But tell me what you think about this down below. Sure, you might have another video. If y'all like this video, go ahead and subscribe and on the bell down below. If y'all like this video, go ahead and follow me as well on Instagram. My name is Kimante M. On Twitter, I'm Kimante31. TikTok, Creative Kimante. And I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.